Tales of Demons and Gods Chapter 11 Accident. She's opening with the breakfast attack, HM. Breakfast, silence. Am I still asleep? There's no pain, it's indeed a dream, ahahaha. No it's not. Goddess Xiao actually delivered breakfast for that piece of trash Nie Li. Is it because he talked back to the lecturer and was made to stand as punishment? I also want to talk back to the lecturer. That's not it. What's happening? How is it that Xiao Ninger has actually taken a liking to Nie Li? And has actually taken the initiative to show her affection? She should already be engaged to elder brother. That's strange. Why would she take the initiative to show her affection for a boy with no achievement to his name? Xiao Ninger, can I sit down and eat together with you? Do Ze, please don't sit on me. Can I? Say yes, say yes, say yes, say yes, say yes. Alright, sits down. Lu Piao, does, come eat with us as well. Can I? Goddess Ninger actually said my name out loud. Sob, I'm just going to go ahead and share Nie Li's glory then. Oi, use chopsticks. You little rascal, when did you hit up our Goddess Ninger? Spill the beans. I didn't, we're just ordinary friends. Che, who'd believe that? An ordinary friend would deliver breakfast to you? Maybe there's something she wants my help for. Enough nonsense, class is starting, it's time to stand at the back. Shen Xiu seems to be in a good mood. You lot return to your seats and listen to the lesson. There are VIPs coming today to observe the lesson. After all, we actually don't need to stand today. Maybe something happy came up. Tales of Demons and Gods Chapter 12, Scarlet Flame Explosion Inscription. Beginner class seats are really Samuel. Is it another method thought up to trick us? No, you are the only one antagonizing her. Today we will talk about inscriptions. Whether becoming a practitioner or demon spiritualist, inscriptions are very important. They are divided into two types, device inscriptions and battle inscriptions. Device inscriptions are embedded onto equipment and will greatly enhance it, increasing the user's prowess, especially for a demon spiritualist. Embedded armor and weaponry will enable them to exhibit powers beyond their limitations. Battle inscriptions are etched onto scrolls for casting, utilizing Spirit Soul power to activate the scroll. One is able to generate explosive combat prowess. Inscriptions are the accumulation of our ancestors' wisdom. They started circulations from the time of the Snow Wind Empire, perfected over the passing of 1,000 years. However, in the Dark Ages, human civilization suffered a catastrophe due to the hunting of demons and beasts. Currently, Glory City has only inherited a small portion of the inscriptions. Inscriptions are classified into three types: Snow Wind inscriptions, Sacred Fire inscriptions and Battle Edge inscriptions. The difference is in their natures of wind, snow, fire or non-elemental. We will first talk about device inscriptions. Descendants from the sacred family possess quite profound knowledge. Instructing this group of kids is more than adequate. Holy Orchid Institute Vice Principal Yi Sheng. There are a few students who are not bad at all, such as Yi Ziyun or Shen Yu and Xiao Ninger. Holy Orchid Institute Vice Instructor LVE, what's your view? Who is this elder? Actually indifferent towards Vice Principal Yi Sheng. Can it be that he is a VIP even higher ranked than the principal? We'll start with the Sacred Fire inscription. In the Sacred Fire inscription research, the Sacred Family is acclaimed to be the leader. It has a total of 66 basic inscriptions. Take this one for example, Scarlet Flame Explosion inscription. This is a Scarlet Flame Explosion inscription, which is the creation of the first generation of the Sacred Family, and is the most powerful green bronze inscription. This inscription is formulated from the 6 basic foundation inscriptions, and is the most complex among the green bronze inscriptions. Next we will talk about the 36 basic foundation inscriptions. The Sacred Fire basic inscription has over 600 types. Nie Li, in his previous life, wandered the continent, is fluent in 7 languages, gained a century's worth of experience while practicing in the Demon Spirit Book's temporal space, and has gathered knowledge from reading the classics. Such achievements are not something which Shen Xiu and her family can compare with. I have not slept for the past 7 days. I'll rest for a little while. This boy, daring to sleep just after class being. He is embarrassing our Holy Orchid Institute. Luckily, this gentleman didn't comment. Apprentice introductory classes will inevitably have a mix of talents and delinquents. I'll teach this student a good lesson after I return. Their parents paid so much for them to attend this institute, it is not for them to sleep in class. Nods. Nie Li, you again totally disregarding me. I have a VIP sitting here and you actually dare to sleep during class. Nie Li. What do you want? Nie Li is doomed this time. Daring to sleep in my class. You understand everything already. Yes. Fine, then tell me about the inscription up here. Squint. This is a low-level fire class inscription which can reluctantly be counted as a green-bronze grade, formed from the 8 methods foundation inscription. Its power is very low, but can still be used to boil water. So hilarious he didn't listen at all. It's clearly from the 6 methods foundation. The scarlet flame explosion inscription is used to boil water. To say that my clan's passed down green bronze inscription is used to boil water. Nie Li is actually very talented. Why does he hide it and act dumb? So funny. It's not funny. The red blaze scorching explosion inscription stems from the 6 methods foundation inscription. However, referencing your understanding of the inscription to say that it is 8 methods is also not wrong, but trying to please the crowd. Tales of Demons and Gods Chapter 13, Copying. After achieving a towards inscription research, one may discover that in the scarlet flame explosion, the 2 inscriptions are in fact composed of another 2 basic method inscriptions. How can this student tell? Was it a random guess? This method inscription originates from the Book of Divine Lightning Fire Volume 7, and the original name should be Lightning Flame Burst Inscription, comprising of 60 method inscriptions. It is considered to be somewhat complex. However, some fool cut out the lightning-related portion, randomly changed a few things, resulting in this nondescript scarlet flame explosion inscription. The move is literally ineffective in battle, and is only fit for sacred fire inscription practitioners to use for practice. Book of Divine Lightning Fire? What's that? Nonsense. There is no such scripture known as the Book of Divine Lightning Fire. Instructor Shen Xiu must be very well educated. According to her, books that haven't been read don't exist. Book of Divine Lightning Fire? I borrowed this book from the library. I have it here. This is a copy with only the first volume translated. The rest of it is written in the Snowwind Empire's language. I set it aside, as I was unable to decipher it to the point where I just forgot about it. Yisheng, send someone to the library to retrieve a copy of the Book of Divine Lightning Fire, right away. Let me see. Book of Divine Lightning Fire Volume 7. Volume 7, Volume 7, too many diagrams, and I don't understand the Snowwind Empire's ancient language, so hard to find. I guess that you happen to have seen the book in a corner of the library and didn't understand what was written, then claim that the scarlet flame explosion comes from this book. You ridiculous arrogant kid. We can't allow our sacred family ancestors be slandered. If you are unable to find the inscription, I will go to the sacred committee myself to report that. You have insulted the ancestors. Instructor Shen Xiu, isn't it a bit too early to say something like that? Yuan Jiao, please turn to Volume 7 page 0. Take a look at diagram 6 on that page. Instructor Shen Xiu, this Book of Divine Lightning Fire is much older compared to your first-generation sacred family, right? Sacred family fame seekers, they've always lived under the claim of being the sacred god inscription inheritors, always talking about how outstanding and talented their ancestors were, creating inscriptions and saving Glory City from misery. In my previous life, before Glory City was defeated, all the families fought for Glory City. Only your sacred family, in order to save its strength, had arranged for all the strong family members to hide in the Patriarch Mountains. This had caused the West Gate, which was guarded by the sacred family, to be broken through easily. Snowwind monsters marched right through, indiscriminately slaughtering everyone. The survivors were forced to abandon their hometown. Traitor, I will let the people of Glory City see the true colors of this noble family. Page 30 diagram 6. It's the same as what Nie Li said. Nie Li is purposely slandering our sacred family. Getting angry? Sacred family members are really all the same, never looking at themselves for answers. Perhaps my first-generation household head referenced it from somewhere, so what about it? Haha, seems like Professor Shinshio isn't too familiar with the demon spiritualist regulations. Need me to tell you, demon spiritualist regulations, as standards for the demon spiritualist code of conduct, have been passed down for more than 3 centuries. Almost every demon spiritualist regulation number 161, if sectioning or copying the inscription from other demon spiritualist 1, must cite the source according, and should not claim the inscription to be self-created. If it's only referencing, to learn the good points from the lightning flame inscription in order to create inscriptions is one thing, but the first-generation household head of the sacred family directly ripped half the inscription, announcing that it is self-created. This is too, yikes, to criticize an ancestor. Sinful, unless the first-generation household head of the sacred family had reasons he couldn't reveal? The first-generation household head of the sacred family was really like that. Reportedly, the first-generation household head of the sacred family is only a gold-ranked demon spiritualist, but is a master when it comes to inscriptions. The sacred family has always been called the inherit of the sacred fire inscription. Now it looks like the scarlet flame explosion inscription is clearly copied from the classics. I've flipped through the snow wind inscription contents, and there are many inscriptions which are copied or sectioned from the classics, but they always cite an external source, and never claim to be self-created. This is the demon spiritualist's code of conduct. Any noble demon spiritualist would do the same. Nie Li, our sacred family has lived for over 3 centuries and is one of the top 3 families standing at the summit of Glory City. It is not for you, the child of an ordinary family, to slander. This scarlet flame explosion inscription is written in the notes of the first-generation household head. When we, the descendants, discovered it after tidying the notes, we must have mistook it as the first-generation household head's creation, which is very common, as expected of the sacred family, speaking with a forked tongue while even finding an excuse to push away all responsibility. Things aren't looking good. In my previous life, that guy was about to get engaged to Yi Ziyun, yet immediately fled during the attacks by the snow wind monsters. Going as far as to say he is from a prominent family and that I'm from an ordinary family. Clearly he is using it as a threat. Student Shinyu is so overbearing. Fortunately Glory City has strict laws, or else I really worry that the sacred family will make me, as one of the prominent families. Won't the sacred family ensure my safety? Or else if something happens to me, I'm afraid it will be a stain left on the sacred family. Tales of Demons and Gods Chapter 14, Expelled. Hee, detestable, whoosh. Here is the Book of Divine Lightning Fire. Copying this is quite a great scandal for the sacred family. This book is written in an ancient language. I only understand fragments. How talented is Nie Li, LVE? I just checked the student records. Nie Li only has a red soul realm. Nods, such a pity, so knowledgeable, yet such poor aptitude, otherwise he would have had a bright future ahead of him. Yisheng arranged the collection deacon for him. Yes, the Lord intends to protect Nie Li. Presently, the people of Glory City all emphasize their personal skills and practice, yet there are not many that can settle down to research the ancient classics. Although Nie Li's talent is very poor, he possesses profound knowledge, even being able to decipher the Book of Divine Lightning Fire. Being the collection deacon will allow him to research many more of the classics. At the same time, working at the Holy Orchid Institute will prevent the sacred family from easily causing trouble for him. I'll remember what happened today. A professor actually threatening their student publicly in class. What a joke. No need for you to find me, I'll come to you. I can't antagonize the sacred family too much yet. I'm still too weak. Have you heard there's a guy in the practitioner beginner class that discovered the sacred family scarlet flame explosion inscription is copied? Their instructor was even talking about the inscription during class. Face swollen. There were rumors that the sacred family head was rejected by the city lord when they went to pay a visit. Haha, seems like the wedding engagement between Shinyu and Yi Ziyun is called off. Vice Principal Yisheng Nie Li disrespectful and publicly talks act to the instructor during class. It is really extremely rude. I request Vice Principal Yi Sheng to have him expelled. With Nie Li's knowledge, even if he is unable to become a demon spiritualist, he may become a distinguished guest. Furthermore, Nie Li has gotten the recognition of that VIP, but Shen Xiu is a member of the sacred family. I still must show respect. Let me consider this matter further. After all, to have a student quit school will leave quite a large impact. Vice Principal, what is there to consider? I request for Nie Li to be expelled, or else I won't be able to continue teaching this class. This Shen Xiu doesn't know when to back off. In that case, why don't I arrange for you to teach other classes? Bloody old man, this means he is protecting Nie Li. That is not necessary. This matter is over. The apprentice exam will be in 2 months. If Nie Li ranks in the bottom 3 of the apprentice student class, in accordance to the Holy Orchid Institute regulations, he will be expelled. Tales of Demons and Gods Chapter 15 Pratis, Yi Ziyun's new outfit. Does everybody like it? Oh. Ho ho, that's no problem at all. Shen Xiu, banking on the fact that she's a member of the sacred family, is too overbearing. Seems that with his knowledge, Nie Li won't end up ranked in the bottom 3. Even if he did, the Lord would surely make a move to recruit Nie Li. So, Nie Li accepted the Holy Orchid Institute's employment offer and become the library's collection deacon. There's practically nothing to be done, and still he gets a monthly salary of 300 demon spirit coins. But what Vice Principal Yi Sheng doesn't know is that because of the Lord's instruction to arrange for Nie Li's employment as the collection deacon, it will bring many more benefits to the Holy Orchid Institute. Nie Li, you offended the sacred family. Isn't that a bad thing? Who cares as long as we are happy? I have something in mind. We can skip class for the next few days. I guess Shen Xiu will look forward to it. Zhu Yujun, Zhang Ming, Wei Nan, the 3 other students who got punished and stood at the back of class together with Nie Li's group, although possessing only Red Soul Realm, are passionate people, and they perished together with Du Ziyi in the final battle of the previous Glory City. Although they were not close with Nie Li, these are all trustworthy brothers. I bought 6 sets of beginner's soul crystals. Next I want to test your nature test. Didn't we do that already when we started school? My test is different. An unused soul crystal is the most sensitive if used to test a person's soul realm, and will be extremely accurate. Once 2 or more people repeatedly use the same piece of beginner's soul crystal, the soul crystal will become distorted and can only be able to test a person's soul realm grade and soul power strength. Other than testing for the soul power strength, what else can be tested? The form of one's soul realm, as well as their soul realm attributes. What does that mean? Everyone take 1 soul crystal. You should keep it close to your body. This soul crystal can be used for soul power below 500. After exceeding a soul power of 500, an intermediate crystal should be used. This soul crystal costs more than 1,000 demon spirit coins. How could we accept such an expensive item? I agree, we cannot accept such a gift. You can keep it, as it is given by Nie Li, unless you don't see us as brother. When you put it like that, thanks Nie Li. Nie Li, you will be our big brother from now on. Just let us know if you need anything done. With you guys as my brothers, things will get done much faster. Du Ziyi, you will take the test first. It will be the same as when we started school. Du Ziyi, you've improved very quickly, already reaching 52 soul power. You possess the lightning fire attribute. On top of that, your soul realm is the heavenly thundercloud form. No wonder Du Ziyi's practice speed was so much faster compared to the other brothers in my previous life. The heavenly thunder cloud form plus the lightning fire type talent is simply a perfect match. Too bad, in my previous life, Du's practiced the sacred fire inscription. To have reached gold level 1 was already pushing his limits. What is a lightning fire type and the heavenly thunder cloud form? Red, orange, yellow, green, indigo, blue, purple. These 7 types of soul realm colors represent every person's unique character and talent. Some soul realms are easier to practice than others, but that is not to say that a red soul realm is useless. As long as we can find suitable techniques, even if the person has a red soul realm, one can display explosive power. Those who insist on classifying soul realm talent into level are a bunch of idiots. the legendary warriors who created Glory City, are all idiots. Duzai's Yellow Soul Sea belongs to the Lightning Fire category, and the Heavenly Thundercloud Soul Sea is most effective when combined with fire-type techniques and inscriptions. The Tian Lin Demon Beast is the most suitable demon spirit. If these conditions are fulfilled, the potential that could be attained will be shocking. However, if other inscription are practiced, one's growth will begin to slow. Too bad Glory City's Lightning Fire techniques are incomplete. Even if it is recorded in the classics, they are all written in the ancient languages. That's right, Nie Li. Tales of Demons and Gods Chapter 16 Top-Tier Techniques. Nie Li can even understand the library's Book of Divine Lightning Fire. Nie Li, you talked about the Book of Divine Lightning Fire during class. Do you know about other lightning fire techniques? Haha, of course. There's nothing to worry about with me around. I've memorized the 69 chapters of the Book of Divine Lightning Fire, and all of the techniques are very strong. Heavenly Scarlet Lightning techniques? No, this techniques is too potent, and it's very easy to disrupt one's flow of energy after practicing it. Then, Heavenly Qilin technique. This set of techniques is suitable for Duzai's attribute. However, the Heavenly Qilin technique includes techniques which even its creator had never practiced. There seems to be no issue with the first 9 level. From the looks of the 3 levels, you'll learn the Heavenly Qilin technique. From what I know, this is one of the top 3 lightning fire techniques. I'll teach you the formula, practice it from now. Time to write it down for you. Achieving level 9 of these techniques is very powerful as it is. As for how Duzai will achieve the remaining 3 levels, will have to depend on his fate. I've memorized it. Chant silently. Whoosh, 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 such a strong technique. Simply chanting the formula silently has actually activated my soul realm. My soul power has started to increase. I can feel it. In the next few days I will write down the detailed technique of each level for you. It's possible I can do it. I can change the fate of my clan and my parents as I intensely practice the Tian Lin tactics. I can change their destinies. The favor of gifting me with the Tian Lin tactics, I'll remember it forever. If Nie Li has any use for me in the future, even if my life will be at stake, if I, Duzai, hesitate for one moment, let me suffer heaven's retribution. Don't say that, we're brothers, it's just a technique. Listening to your conversation is giving me goosebumps. Brothers must share both fortune and woe together. Nie Li, I only have a red soul. Am I also fit to practice soul power? Naturally everybody is, even for those with a red soul. They only need to practice techniques that are most suitable for them. Good, look at me next. You guys are really pathetic. Red soul. Chaos attribute. Scarlet Sun form. Scarlet Sun form is common, but for it to belong to the chaos attribute, something like that only occurs in 1 out of every 10,000 people. Why don't you try practicing the Holy Primal Chaos technique? Holy Primal Chaos technique. Is it strong? Of course it is, on par with the Heavenly Qilin technique. On top of that, there's no need for rigorous practice. You only need to nurture the body's chaos force. This technique seems very suitable for you. But whether or not you can reach the top levels is all up to you. I don't need to achieve the top level. I'll be satisfied as long as I can reach Demon Spiritualist Silver level 1. I don't know what the creator of the Holy Primal Chaos technique would think if he knew Lu Piao's ambition level for it. As the chaos force accumulates in the body, one's power will become increasingly abnormal. It's impossible to think that you can maintain silver level. My turn. Nie Li helped Wei Nan and the others test their attributes, and taught them strengthening techniques accordingly. Although their abilities were not as strong as the Heavenly Qilin technique or the Holy Primal Chaos technique, all of them possessed top-tier techniques that fit their attributes very nicely. I should test out my own. I wasted so much effort in my previous life, practiced too many pointless and miscellaneous techniques, resulting in a lack of power in my later training. I have to start from the beginning in this life to find the most suitable techniques for myself. Pfft, don't laugh, ngh. Tales of Demons and Gods Chapter 17 Heavenly God Tactics. Soul power still only at 5, red soul. Scattered form. no attributes, haha. Ha ha ha. So this is what my soul realm was like in the beginning, no cohesive form or attributes, deemed to be the weakest soul realm type. Without knowing that, I practiced all sorts of techniques, resulting in it being even more chaotic. No wonder it was so hard to achieve a breakthrough, even after practicing so long, in the Demon Spirit book temporal space. So that's the reason, soul realms without attributes are unstable, and the easiest to change. So, the best techniques for a non-attribute soul C should have 3 types. Heavenly God technique. Among the 3 techniques, the Heavenly God technique is the most comprehensive and most difficult to practice. War God technique. The War God technique is extremely overbearing. Void God technique. The Void technique is the most mysterious and unknown. Comparing what can be accomplished, practicing the Heavenly God technique is the best. It's as flexible, just like the non-attribute soul realm, heaven. If I'm successful in mastering it, then I can practice all attribute-type techniques, gaining immeasurable power, and creating my own path. Practicing normal techniques, the soul C can only cant in one spirit, which can be changed when a stronger spirit is obtained. By practicing the Heavenly God technique, the soul realm can contain up to 7 different attribute spirits. With every combination, the power will increase explosively and the resulting power will be unimaginable. So what if my speed will be much slower by practicing the Heavenly God technique? No matter, this is the so-called path to greatness. I'll start off with basic foundation practice, strengthening the foundation, and increasing the spiritual levels. Yeah, Nie Li seems to have already started practicing. We should begin as well. I shouldn't focus on the training speed but build a good foundation step by step. During class time in the next few days, Nie Li and company stayed in the library's room to practice, leaving only to eat and rest. 3rd day, sigh, search, 30 points. Hehe, what will Shen Xiu think when she sees this? The beginner apprentice class. They have been absent for a few days. It's almost time for the treatment. Did Nie Li forget about it? Ninger has been daydreaming a lot recently. She can't secretly be in love with Nie Li? What's so good about that guy? Turns back. Practicing hard somewhere. Does Nie Li think that by practicing hard he can raise his soul power from 5 to 100 in 2 months? Too bad you are a useless piece of trash with only a red soul realm. Prepare soul realm. Prepare to quit school in 2 months. This is the price you pay for talking back to me. Place. Among the 7 colors of the soul realm, red is the lowest grade. Only a handful of them have achieved silver rank in Glory City's few century-long history. Unless a miracle happens, a red soul realm soul power capacity is limited to about 600, with the difficulty progressively increasing. Tales of Demons and Gods Chapter 18, Chance Meeting. After class, Nie Li said that, in 2 months' time he can raise his soul force from 5 to 100. Truth be told, isn't that a bit too much? Yeah, even a genius with green soul force might not be able to do it, but I hope Nie Li achieves it. I hate that hypocritical woman. Me too. Although hope might not be in sight. Nie Li? Being rude to elders, talking back to a superior family. He really is the black sheep of the nobles. Some people just like to hang out with commoners. What can we do? Evening, full, most people just left for dinner, so there's less people here. Whisper. Nie Li, my soul strength has reached 89 points, I should be breaking through to bronze 1 star in a week. Not bad. It seems like within 2 weeks all of you will be breaking through to bronze 1 star. We need to get some elixirs. With the elixirs our training speed will improve tremendously. That's right, we are improving so fast without elixirs. If we had them, I wonder how shocking our progress will be. But where can you get elixirs? The cheapest will cost 10,000 demon spirit coins per piece. Yeah, even though killing horned sheep earns 16,000 plus demon spirit coins. After purchasing the soul crystals we are only left with about 10,000 demon spirit coins. In that case, you guys carry on cultivating. I have something to do tonight, so I won't be oining you guys. I will think of something to make that 10,000 multiply itself. Will you be okay on your own? Need me to accompany you? I have to provide treatment for Xiao Ninger tonight. Fully treating her illness will not be a small feat. Nope, no need. Oh, Then don't complain in the future about leaving you behind when my cultivation is way higher than yours. But up to you, with your training attitude, you use your head start to ditch Nie Li. Why do you have so much to say, huh? Yi Ziyun. Calm down, how should I approach her so as not to startle her? Breathe in, you guys carry on, I've got stuff to settle. The door is over there. Where is he going? Wow, Nie Li's aid advance, it's Yi Ziyun. I bet Nie Li will be defeated within 15 minutes. The class idol will ignore him. I hope Nie Li won't suffer too much of a shock. She is reading the Book of Divine Lightning Fire. The contents after Chapter 2 are all in ancient text, totally unreadable, that Nie Li can even remember the inscriptions in it. I've always thought that at our age, I'm among the top, didn't think our difference would be that big. Judging by the way she holds the book, she must be comparing our knowledge. I know her too well. What's wrong? Are you also interested in the Book of Divine Lightning Fire? Backstep, yes. This book is too intriguing. After skimming through it I realize that I cannot comprehend most parts. Faced with Nie Li's approach, she actually frankly admitted that she couldn't understand the book, and at the same time gracefully took a step back, creating a friendly space between them. Nie Li lost this round. What power! This scripture uses the ancient language of the Snow Wind Empire. As the era of that empire dates quite far back, the words are more difficult to understand. Black Gold Empire's language, but if you study the Black Gold Empire's language, it will be much simpler. Tales of Demons and Gods Chapter 19, Consult. Black Gold Empire, let's see. Before the Dark Ages, there were prominent records with complete documentation of their era, and they are named after the strongest empire in that era, the Holy Spirit Empire era, the Snow Wind Empire era, and the Sacred Empire era. The Black Gold Empire should be a rather large one that existed during the Snow Wind Empire era. Nie Li so knowledgeable, he must be reading books in the library often. But learning a language just to read one book is unnecessary. Plus, with your attribute, the Lightning Fire category shouldn't be suitable for you. Then which technique is suitable for me? Snow Wind category. How did he know that? My attribute was tested by my grandfather using a hereditary secret technique. This is definitely not leaked to outside families, and Slayo, each usage requires a huge amount of soul power. With your family background, your family members definitely tested for your attribute, but never tested for the form of your soul realm, so that the technique you are learning now might not suit you. Gestures, form of the soul realm, never heard of it. Why don't we spend some time to allow me to test for the form of your soul realm? Test. If the test is the same as the one grandfather did, then there will be skin contact. No need, shake. Shit, Nie Li has been mercilessly rejected, he's in a pinch. You may be overthinking. The test is simple, it just needs a new piece of soul crystal. Concentrate your soul power into it, and all I need to do is observe, and I will be able to know the form of your soul realm. That's simple. Looks like it misunderstood Nie Li. I will be here tomorrow as well, if you want to test the form of your soul realm. You can find me here tomorrow, same time. Normally when guys get the chance to talk to the goddess, they will try to lengthen the conversation as long as possible, but Nie Li just cut short the talk. Is this the rumored hard to get technique? What power? Nie Li, yes. Nie Li wants to go. Yi Ziyun actually took the initiative to call out to him. I underestimated him, as expected of boss. First was Xiao Ninger, now Yi Ziyun is also on board. Your knowledge on inscriptions is very profound. I wonder if I can consult you on it. Turn, sure, knowledge is meant to be shared. SHVVV, these two bronze scrolls appear. This one piece of bronze scroll can easily cost thousands of demon spirit coins. These two inscriptions won't activate, no matter what I do. Seems like a problem with the inscription, but I can't seem to find it. This scroll does have some problems with the drawing, but I guess the professors won't be able to find it. Actually, you can ask your father, he definitely knows what's wrong with this. Right. Yi Ziyun lost her mother at a tender age. her father is the city lord and has tons of work to do, and her grandfather is a legend rank expert who often has to lead expedition teams down the mountain. Of course there is no one to ask. In that case, if you have any questions in the future you can find me here after school. Yes, this is the Snow Wind category bronze inscription, blizzard /. There is no problem with the structure of the inscription, but the scroll is of poor quality. Poor quality scroll, whoever made this is highly skilled in creating counterfeits. It's understandable if the buyer is inexperienced and carelessly ends up buying this scroll. This inscription is written using the blood of the Snow Wind spiritual worm. The blood of the normal adult is silverish gray in color, but this inscription is silverish red in color. My guess is that this is written using the blood of a larva and the larva is not strong enough, resulting in the failure to activate this scroll. So that's where the problem lies. No wonder no professors or even the vice principal, because this bronze scroll is already complete, Nie Li can tell with one look. Don't tell me his knowledge is even more profound than the vice principal. Take a look at this then. He doesn't seem to be as bad of a person as I thought he was. Will Yi Ziyun change her views on Nie Li? To be continued. Tales of Demons and Gods Chapter 20, Icewind Blizzard Inscription. This is the Snow Wind category, Icewind Blizzard, which was once a silver grade inscription, but what's left after the Dark Ages is an incomplete inscription. This inscription dropped in grade to become a bronze grade after descendants tried to mend it. Icewind Blizzard was once silver grade? How come I've never heard of that before? After being mended, the structure is still unstable, so it will be unusable. Let's head over to the table to talk more. I want to change the structure of the inscriptions a bit. Change? How? My grandfather is a legend rank expert that can create inscriptions, but even he never said that he can change a complete inscription. Do you have a pen? Searching. Here, silver horn pen, good stuff. Touch hand contact, serious, wassa that on purpose, I'm overthinking it. Draw, lift, this is the complete version of the silver grade Icewind Blizzard inscription. It is derived from the 6 basic inscription methods. This structure is the stable version, turn. Twice the complexity of the original, and he took so little time to finish. After its repair, I actually can't understand it anymore. Keep it first, I'll find someone to make it into a scroll when I'm home. They actually started conversing. Yi Ziyun asked Nie Li on cultivations and inscription. Power, pop out, Nie Li, thank you your explanations. Don't forget our promise, stand up. Same place tomorrow, I won't leave until you come. Hehe, first encounter and already chatted with her, doesn't seem bad. Time to leave, appear. Shen Yu, what did Ziyun talk to you about just now? Let go of me, or I won't show you mercy later.